it is an experience that's hard to put in words because it was so good in lots of different levels. I think the intimacy of it surprised me, but it was a really precious thing, and it created like a really safe environment where I felt safe. I felt safe to share things that I'd never shared with anybody before, never mind in a group setting. So I surprised myself with going there and feeling safe within the meditations, and then, you know, feeling that real connection, particularly in the meditations, and really feeling like I was having a deep meditation that I'd never even experienced by myself, and then having it collectively. So having that connection with Source right there, but then having it with everybody else and feeling like that energy was all kind of channeled in together was just mind-blowing. Yeah, it is definitely hard to put in words because I think I'm still integrating that. I don't know how long that process will take, but it definitely has been really, really powerful, and a life-changing event, you know, that kind of throughout all those weeks. And it happened quite quickly as well. It wasn't like there was a bit of a build up too, but it was kind of, even from that first week, it was like, whoo, you know, and in nature, and hearing the elements and feeling the elements and really connecting into that. I loved that, really resonated with me. And even though I've always had an appreciation for nature, it's just on a whole different level. Something that was really different for me was the anger, because I'd purposely, from a very young age, purposely not let myself be angry and never expressed it. I would have, you know, it would have been shut down if I had expressed it, but knew that I wasn't allowed to express it, and then didn't want to express it as well because I didn't want to. I felt like I could be violent with it. I would scare myself how angry I got when I was a kid, so I kind of just locked it all up. And instead of it going outward, it basically went inward, and I destroyed myself in so many different ways internally. So then to be in that environment where it was, you know, looking at it and feeling safe to feel it, and then when you're safe to feel it and stay with that, then the imagery that came out in different flashbacks and things that for me that came up in that, and then that being scary, but then like, oh no, it's okay to feel this, and then being aware of that afterwards, and actually expressing the anger outside and being able to do it in like a safe environment, and knowing that it wasn't ever going to be too much, like it wasn't going to be something that I couldn't handle in myself. That was like a real switch changing in my head. And it's funny now as well, because if I do like let myself get angry, I end up like getting whatever it out, and then I just laugh. But I'm really laughing, and I'm finding them laughing a lot more often, and it's like I've only just made that connection right now. So I suppose letting that energy out, I suppose now, is bringing in a real joy for me as well. Oh, I like that. I hadn't made that connection before. Like, oh, that's cool, because I've been laughing so much more. But I think because it just felt so good to let something out, and to do it physically, let something out was like, oh, it's like a whole different me. Never experienced that before.